said amazing.
He did say amazing.
Clearly,
I might have lied.
Clearly, he's not been watching in the booth.
Clearly. And it's so amazing that I can remember nothing.
Yeah,
Because it's been 2 weeks.
we were talking about it. And we're like, what were we doing? So we're going to take some time once we get going to just familiarize ourselves with what we're actually doing. But before we do that, we have to ask Nurgle in the booth if the dev diary's gone live or not. Oh, he gave me one of these one moment fingers.
Okay.
Because since this is everyone's weekly dose of Stellaris for this week.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately we're not going to have the
Artificial Alliance, I think
yes,
it's called.
just stick with the beginner stream, everyone. No, but there's a dev diary, and as you may have noticed, the last few weeks when dev diaries have been posted in Stellaris, there's been uproar, comments, support, a lot of opinions. Yep. Which I think is great.
It is all good. I love the passion all the fans show.
This one I don't think is going to have. It's not that big. I'm underselling it. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge, you guys. It's the biggest thing ever.
No, it's not the biggest thing ever. Let me just manage expectations.
Yeah. But we do want to talk about it before we start, since we're the only Stellaris around. Oh, see, here we go. So, yes.
The Dev Diary is live. And the Dev Diary this week is all about the Humanoid Species Pack, which is due out on the 7th of December.
Yes.
Surprise!
Which is actually surprising. And this keeps shocking me. That's like 2 weeks away.
Yes.
Because I'm always one of those people that are like, Christmas, that's far away, right? And then it turns out, no, it's not. It's almost upon us.
See?
There you go. So, for those of you that remember the Plantoid pack, my understanding is that this is essentially
similar, yeah.
Yes, essentially similar.
Yes.
And there have been some people that have been like, hey, we want more ships, we want more portraits.
Yep.
And whenever Martin's gotten that question, he's like, it takes a lot of time, effort, and we've wanted to focus the main expansions on gameplay content.
Yep.
For those of you that want to populate your galaxy with horrible, stinking humans or humanoid-like species, here's your chance.
Exactly. And so there's new ships, new portraits. There's 3 new music tracks that I think have been remixed, and some Veer voices
to make them sound more humanoid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, you should read the Dev Diary. It's
yes,
a good one.
It will go into all of that. Hopefully.
It will, and you can pre-order it now if you want to.
Cool. We do have some quick question from Ketra Mols here. When will the Sherry live stream start? That might be a ways away still. Sherry is in hotter code than we stream, and I don't think anything is clear. But I also know that Martin and Blondie and everyone else wants to get on hot code as soon as they can. So
exactly. As soon as the code is not so hot that it will burn all the skin from their bodies.
So when it's not lava, just like a really hot sauna-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
But of course, there will be Sherry live streams when we get closer to release. But we are not there yet.
Exactly, and I think next week's Artificial Alliance, someone told me that it might focus on the humanoid species pack.
Yes.
So.
But if you want to know more about the Humanoid Species Pack, of course, it has been posted in Twitch chat, and I'm sure it will also be posted in the YouTube description down below if you're watching this after the fact.
And on social.
Apparently we do post things on Facebook and Twitter and all of that.
We do. I can confirm this to be true.
Okay, Susie, I think we have to get into
Let's do this
thing where none of us remember what we're actually doing. So
no.
I'm gonna go out to my galaxy map view and see if I can figure out what's actually going on. I do notice straight away that my naval capacity is quite low, which is not surprising since I'm pacifist, but I should probably build that up quite a bit more than I'm currently doing. My energy production is not as high as I wanted. It's just +4, which means if I want to expand my naval capacity, that's going to be difficult. I am pretty okay with my +52 here for minerals. That feels fine, and unity and influence is also decent, and same with food. How are you doing?
I am doing okay, I think.
So have a quick look at your screen.
Yeah,
there we go.
So I have, I'm +14 on my energy credits, which is pretty good.
Especially considering you actually are at your naval capacity at the moment.
+38 for minerals, which I think is okay. +1 on food. Yeah, it seems pretty good, but I kind of want to see what's going on my planets because I can't really remember.
That's a good. We have a question from Death's Head. Could you break up the humanoid with those without the packs? Put regular humans back with mammals and other as members of the. I don't think that's a good idea. In that the humanoid portraits there's already 4 of them, and
5 of them.
Yeah, 4 or 5 of them. And this is something I should remember at heart, but I don't. I don't think there's that much room in the other species how they're organized. I think that would just be confusing.
Yeah.
But that's personal opinion, me. I
love how they wave at you in their little squares. Just saying.
I'm gonna try and figure out what I'm actually. Yeah, I need to look at my. How many planets are you up to?
I've only got 2, but I want to get another one. I have Matrix and Point Break Prime.
What's the next one? Is it Constantine, or is it John Wick, or is it Bill and Ted?
This is a good question. I'm actually kind of feeling Constantine. Planet Constantine.
What's his band's name?
Oh, is it like
dog something? I don't remember.
Yeah, something like dog something.
Something. Let's not go for that.
Let's not go for that.
I don't know if anyone actually likes his band.
I'm sure some people must like his band.
Surely, someone. Okay.
How's your surfaces doing?
My surfaces are for the most part fine. I can finally upgrade the reassembled ship shelter, which is, by the way, very hard for a Swede to say because it's got a lot of sounds in it. Reassembled ship shelter.
I kind of want you to say that like 3 times. Really
ship
fast.
shelter, ship shelter, ship shelter. It's really close to saying shit shelter.
I know. That's what I was hoping for.
But other than that, things are looking quite okay here for the most part. I don't remember if there are any horrible threats or not, but I'm sure everything's fine. Are you ready to unpause this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going at normal speed just to start out, but that's mainly for me to be like, what am I actually doing? What's happening? I need to... No punch. Oh, I need... Oh. I think I need to make contact with other... I need to find some people. That's what I need to do. Okay, so you're doing things there. You're doing things there. Everything, for the most part, seems okay. Right, that's what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be building things in my spaceport. Now that I actually have a... now that I have destroyers, so I'm just going to go back to my ship designer. Have a quick look. Ooh. Do I want to add the exile to my leadership pool? Sure, let's do that. I'm sure he's horrible. Is there anything? Nope, there's nothing better. Okay, so we're just gonna buy some destroyers because everyone enjoys destroyers, and then I'm gonna go negative on energy probably. What's my leaders like? Right, the exiled. She came back. That's probably never going to hurt me again, but she's already level 2. So that's nice, just as a general thing. Happy Thanksgiving, says Darth Molen. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
have you ever celebrated any type of Thanksgiving?
Me?
Yep.
Yes, I have actually. A few years ago, I was visiting some friends in Arizona, and we had Thanksgiving.
And what's your opinion on stuffing?
Unless it's specially made for me because it contains onions, I'm generally against it. Story of my life. Honestly.
I mean, I'm for those that don't know, which I guess is most, you can't eat onions.
No.
Which I feel really sad about. Because onions delicious.
I wish I could eat them because it would make my life so much easier because pretty much everything contains onions.
Because it's delicious.
I know the first thing I learned how to say in Swedish was utan lök without onion. And it has come in very
I would assume that's quite handy as a general thing to.
But it is super annoying to me and to everyone else that cooks for me when I visit.
Well, it seems like people do in general, based on Twitch chat, enjoy stuffing. Now we have in Sweden we normally we don't celebrate Thanksgiving because of course why would we?
Yeah.
But we do have so the southern part of Sweden, Skåne, has a food-ish, not a holiday because it's not a holiday, but a tradition at the end, early November I think, called Mortengås. At which point you eat geese, or a geese with stuffing, and black soup.
What does geese taste like? Goose?
Tastes like a slightly drier chicken, unless you're really good at preparing it.
Oh.
But black soup is it's a soup made of geese and possibly pig's blood. I think it's mostly pig's blood. But I'm not. I feel like I'm talking about things that I can't really back up because it's been ages since I made black soup. It's also not really something I recommend. Well, I mean, sure, in part, but It's nice if it's really hot, but it essentially tastes like, I guess, for the Brits. Close-ish to a liquid black pudding.
That sounds absolutely gross.
You need a lot of port or Madeira wine in it for it to have some extra things. Stellaris food stream, best stream. Yeah, let's talk about food, Joel. I'm gonna research that because right now I feel like you want to attack something. I just want to find someone. Because we're in that stage of the game, which I actually kind of like, where you're just like, yeah, things are going fine, and you kind of have to figure out what you want to do. In my case, I'm like, I don't necessarily need to expand. I seem to be on my own in my part of the galaxy, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But also, I probably want to find some other people, especially because my factions here that are currently not giving me any influence because they're not super happy.
Yeah.
And also I don't necessarily need influence, but having more influence is always good. They want the Xeno Right Center, for example, wants a federation, which I can't go into a federation.
Should we show your screen?
Oh, sorry, we're not on my screen. Yeah, so let's go to my screen. So these are my. Let me do a quick pause then. So these are my current factions. Yeah. Like I said, they're not happy, so they're. Well, happy enough, so they're not giving me any influence. And most of these I can't fulfill. Actually, this one I could fulfill. I just realized. This is such a thing that I would fulfill. When that can I even store that much? Yes, I can. So they want me to have more energy credits in reserve. And they want me to have some strategic resources. I don't have any. Keep the peace. I'm already doing. That's why that's green. Red, I'm not doing. And, well, non-violence. That's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. The ones that should matter the most are the red ones. The yellow ones are usually things that you can't actually do. So they don't matter as much. Let me get back to here. And then, of course, here we have a lot of things I could do. It's also kind of important here to look at how many people in your empire actually subscribe to these views. So currently, even though the Xeno Right Center are happier, they don't have as much support. So you probably normally you want to make the largest faction happiest because it's usually the easiest, assuming they think the same as you as the player do.
Yeah.
Okay. Unpausing after a lengthy explanation, but yeah, I'm at the point where I'm just trying to figure out where do I want to go. Oh right, there's something scary here in Kofifi. that I should probably stay away from.
Oh, didn't you have like really scary people that could easily come after you?
I did. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want my construction ship to go over there. I guess. Yeah, I guess it's time for me to do the construction ship thing, which is not going to matter after once we're done with, well, after the next expansion. But I need to build more wormhole stations so I can actually go further, where no T-ite has ever gone before.
So if a world just, sorry, changing the subject. So I'm looking at all of the worlds that I could, and this one obviously looks good.
Yep.
But there's not many tiles. But I'm thinking that's okay because I can add the buildings that I want, and that will
I mean,
do the thing.
I mean, there are two different. I feel like there are two ways to think about it. You could colonize something because you want the resources on that world.
Yeah.
Or you can colonize something so you have a larger region to get more resources around it. It might be at a strategic point as well. Remember, every time you colonize, your research cost to do research is going to go up.
Yeah.
So sometimes colonizing a small world is not necessarily great. Just spamming out colony ships aren't necessarily great unless you plan to do that, if that's your plan. But you do also get more spaceports, so you can have a larger naval capacity, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With with more planets.
So, but these ones are only 20% habitable.
So you probably don't want to go on those.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So no, I would never consider a 20% worth it. So I think in that case, it's just do you think that planet is strategically important? It might very well be that it is.
Yeah, I mean it's
in the so it's in the middle between two already colonized worlds.
Yeah.
I would worry less about that then.
Yeah. I'll just wait. I think I'll start just building more of the station thing.
Because that's also something I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, so you're getting 2 influence per turn, so you could probably support 1 more frontier outpost if you want.
Yeah.
But I would just keep exploring, and see if you can find another planet that's suitable.
Yeah. Or
someone else to eat up and take over.
Exactly.
And where is it? Is this somewhere? Nope. This is nowhere close to where I am. That's unfortunate. Okay, so Tomb World has some. Tomb World is not going to be something I'm gonna want to colonize. So I need to figure out where I want to go. Which I think, for me, I think the answer currently is just to keep going and find some place to hang out. But I did build a bunch of destroyers, so now my fleet cap is almost full, so that's nice. And now I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna build myself another wormhole generator.
Great.
Let's see. Entropy Enthusiast says, Paradox Interactive, love your games. Well, thank you very much.
That's a nice thing to say.
Yes, very much so. So, I mean, that's always nice. I mean, in general, I think it's nice when people have opinions about our games, because that means they kind of, they care, which is great. Oh, and in surprising news, because I produce so much Unity, I get to pick another another tradition. Now this time around, previously I did Harmony, which is as we kind of really quickly agreed upon, it's not that great. But I do know that my larger faction here wants to get traditional prosperity, so I think I'm actually going to go prosperity for that very reason. And also, it's not horrible. I like prosperity in general.
Yeah.
So, and now these guys are instantly happier because both Keep the Peace and Traditional Prosperity have turned green. So now I just need to juice up those my mineral cap and find some strategic resources, and they'll be super happy. Hopefully, I mean, at least that's the idea. Where you go? You're over there. How far can you? You can go over here. Go over here.
Anomaly discovered.
Anomaly discovered. Do I want to research that right now? No, I'm going to leave it be. Not because I don't need... not because it's a difficult thing to research, but mainly because I need to survey more quicker so I can finally find... Right, I researched lithium gas refining, so I might find a strategic resource.
Complete.
Oh, I could unlock the observatory, which is real good. Or, ooh, should I just go for... Maybe I should just be lazy and go for Map the Stars. Let's be lazy and go for Map the Stars.
I think so.
Which lets me put my science trips to automatically survey. Okay. So keep sending... my construction ships, since I'm not expanding my territory at the moment, they're just gonna run around, put down wormholes. Which, if I was playing hyperlanes or warp, that they wouldn't have to do that. So my construction ships are actually slightly more useful. Hang on, why are you not? You're over here.
Can you help me pick my research?
I can. Let me. Oops. Just. Build a wormhole section. Okay, so what are you thinking? So you have specialized combat computers, which, since you want to be fighty, is probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then
that's... Do you care about... are you going to do a lot of colony development and colonize... But I think that would have been more important if you realized that, hey, I have a bunch of... planets I can colonize, and I want to colonize them. In that case, that's great. And then, of course, the last one's purple. And what does the synchronized defenses do if you hover over it? The actual text, not in the module. Yeah. So it gives a station modifier, fire 20%, and weapon damage 20%. I mean, it's purple, and that's always nice, but it's also... Are you going to get attacked in your space stations, do you think? It's I feel like that's something I would get.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like eventually we will.
Yeah.
But this is more fighty, right?
Yep. I would probably go for that one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even though the other one's purple and people are like,
I'm intending to declare war on many people.
Well, that was very diplomatically said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unpause. And we'll
I am
see.
at heart a diplomat.
Okay, let's... You know what? I'm going to go down here and survey this system, because these are... Well, it's a continental and an area one. Let's see if they give us anything useful for that. And now all I have to do is wait.
I have more research to pick.
Well... Okay. So this one I think is a bit more interesting, actually, because... So... Clearing tile blockers. If we look at your, I've paused. So let's look at your planets first and see how.
Yeah. So I actually have quite a few of these ones.
You do.
Yeah.
And for the other, what about Matrix? Almost full, but none of them. Yeah, no. But you can. So you could clear out everything. Okay. Yeah. So that's a valid tech for that reason.
Yeah.
And then we have orbital hydroponic farms, which gives you. You can put them in your space stations, and they will give you. +3 food.
Yeah.
You are running a bit low on food.
I am.
In the sense that food is good for getting more pops quickly and expanding. But, yeah, you might not want that straight away. And then, of course, the border range. So for the border range, let's just go out to the galactic view and see if there are how many planets or systems, rather, you actually have just along your border that you currently can't reach. So there's some, like, Gianfar to the north, and then you seem to have some on the west side as well, right? Yeah. And then possibly some I mean, if you have grand ideas, that might be useful too. So I think it's a case of, do you want more room on your planets? Do you want more room in general, or do you want to feed your people?
I'm gonna get more room in general.
Yeah, of course.
Of course I am.
Yeah, I mean, I would get the same things. Normally, I think that's normally an easier pick, but that was actually, the other ones were actually relevant when it came to.
Yeah. So now I need to. So does this, because it's in yellow, does that mean they're?
It means they're available because you have the one above it. And this also means I hadn't realized you had gone into expansion, so it might have been actually useful for you to colonize that thing then. But a new life is pretty good, once again, if you're starting to colonize more things, because starting with 2 rather than 1 is a bit of a leg up.
Yeah.
Because you need 5 pops to get to be able to upgrade your ship shelter to something else. Also, go me for saying ship shelter.
I know. You are doing very well.
I've been practicing.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that one. Cool.
Okay, and as always, my stuff is just, it's just chugging along. Still no strategic resources that I know of. This makes me sad.
Don't be sad.
Well, I mean, I need it so my faction will like me.
Oh.
That's all. Oh, can I reach this? Please say this is within. Yes, go there.
System survey complete.
Okay, good news. Well, I'm doing my. Come on. Ooh, crap. If we go to my screen. So I mean, I want to meet people, but these are enigmatic observers, which means it's a fallen empire. So they're at best not going to mind me that much.
Mm-hmm.
It also probably means that yeah. So these are the first people I meet, and I get the first alien encounter event, which we've seen before. Let's see where this guy is. Yeah. So this is to the north of me.
Okay.
In general, because I'm a pacifist, this is not horrible. My ships had to turn back because they were like, hey, this is our territory. But I don't necessarily mind that because we're in a spiral galaxy. So they're going to be somewhere around here. And there's probably not going to be anyone that's hostile, like, close by. But it also means I've gone through... Well, I haven't gone through all of this, but I have to go through all of this. And if I don't find any planets over here, most of this is probably going to be useless to me.
Yeah.
So that's... Oh, actually, never mind. They're down here. I was mistaken. That's less of an issue, actually. Because there isn't much here to begin with, and there's a decent buffer, because I don't want this... I was really confused why there wasn't anything up here, but I was so sure it was that guy. Oh, well. Yeah, so they're hanging out over here. We can unpause again.
System surveyed. I need to recruit a new scientist for my science ship.
Oh, and they opened their borders to us. So, that was nice.
That was very friendly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because I'm very friendly people. Okay, science ship. Right. Oh, hang on. Are you actually green? Yeah, you are. Okay. Right, and that's... There is an... Should we... All right, and that's yellow because it's been... I'm gonna survey the places that have planets, so I can figure out if I want to hang out there. This Bastamore here, I would kind of like to colonize, probably 70%.
Oh, I'm in a fight.
Oh, I was gonna pause, but let's not pause, because okay, actually, let's quickly pause. So if you're in a fight, I paused. You probably want to click on your unit so you can just get the fight thing up.
This.
Yep. Well, actually, no, not that.
That? No.
Something.
That isn't.
Oh, is the fight done? It looks like the fight is done.
Oh, they literally just started fighting.
Well.
That was quick.
Yep. You just wrecked their face. And so if you close down the first fleet, you do have a recap in the top left there of how it went. So if you click that.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a pirate fleet that you just destroyed. So they're gonna regret that.
Good. That will teach Dirk Schneider.
Dirk Schneider, the pirate.
That bastard starfish.
Yeah, horrible people. Papa Bear from Denmark, I would assume, wants to know, as someone who's nearly entirely new to Stellaris, when is a good time to get started with sectors? I would say once you're tired of dealing with the tiny micromanagement on your own. I usually start with them around when I have around five or six systems, and I can put like 3 of them in a sector and not have to care about them anymore. Biolab, please. So that's usually when I start, but I think it's also very much it's just what you think works for you. If you're like, I don't want to move people around and stuff. No, wait, damn it. I'm moving the wrong construction ships. There you go. And you get to go over here. There we go. So by my second planet. Second planet might be a bit too quick, because I think, not because you can't, but because I think it's probably good to learn what works and what doesn't for your planets. And you kind of normally, you do want an idea of what you want your sector to do. You could just keep it at balance and have it do whatever. Or you could be like, I need more minerals, I'm going to get more mineral stuff, right? Yeah. Let's upgrade more things. The spectral network. Or clockwork. I'm going to ignore that for now. In general, you may have noticed I am ignoring quite a few of my events, and that's mainly because then we'll have to talk about them. But other than that, it seems like Lapsang and everyone else is doing quite okay. Oh, you're on a food planet. Do I want a paradise dome here? Yeah, let's put a paradise dome here. And let's put you on food as well and build a hydroponics farm. No, nope. Wait. Oh, I had the wrong thing marked. That's why. It's a good thing it actually asks you. Otherwise, that'd be very awkward.
It would indeed.
There we go. Getting all that food so we can grow our stuff quicker. And over here, I need to build myself another wormhole station. Favorite Christmas dessert?
Construction
Nurgle wants to know.
Oh, I actually really like Christmas pudding.
When you say Christmas pudding, can you explain it for the non-Brits that don't really know what that is?
It's an acquired taste. No, but it's like this kind of dark, dense sponge which is filled with fruit like cherries and also nuts and loads of alcohol like brandy, and then you set it on fire. So it's quite dramatic, and you can have it with brandy cream or ice cream or custard. Actually, it pretty much goes with anything, but it's really delicious. What about you?
I mean, I'm not really that much of a Christmas dessert type of guy, mainly because we, of course, in Sweden, we have julbord.
What is that?
It literally translates to Christmas table.
Okay.
Which is essentially just a smorgasbord.
Like a buffet?
Yeah. With herring, because apparently we eat herring for everything. But also ham and meatballs and all that stuff. So, oh wow, I've actually finished my research on things. Groovy. So, I'm going to survey a bunch of systems. I don't know how good they are. What was I talking about? Yes, so... And normally after you've had julbord on Christmas Eve, because we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, mainly. Like, I mean, so basically, I think I have to go through how it actually works. So at 3, you watch Donald Duck on the TV.
Donald Duck?
Yep.
Okay.
And then once you're done with that, and other Swedes are going to disagree with me here, but I think the most important thing to think about when other Swedes disagree is that they're not on stream and I am, so you should just trust me.
Okay. You are the man with the information.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad we all understand how important this is. So at 3 you watch Donald Duck, and then after that goes on for an hour. So at like 4:30-ish, you have your dinner. Yeah. And that dinner lasts for about an hour and a half, and then you watch another TV show called Karl-Bertil Jonsson's Jul. Yeah. Julsaga. I think, in which you learn that it's better to give gifts to the poor than to keep them for yourself. It's a very important lesson. And once that's done, and everyone has shouted along with the quotes that are important, you open the gifts. And at that point, it's kind of hard to squeeze in a dessert. So what normally happens is that you skip kind of a dessert, but you do have a candy table with like pralines and booze.
That sounds really good.
And then you fight over who gets to pick what chocolate praline. Because only, some are better than others.
Yeah, that is very true, actually.
Well, yeah, it's true. It is the Disney Christmas show, but it's in general. While Donald Duck doesn't actually feature in that many of the clips or skits, it's still called, because Donald Duck is like the main Disney character from comics and stuff in Sweden. So it's still called Donald Duck and His Friends Celebrate Christmas, but it is just a general Disney thing. Oh, and I found more aliens somewhere. So let me get over here, because we've discovered. I'm gonna research these mainly because I want to find aliens to talk to that are not fallen empires. Because seriously, guys,
System surveyed.
fallen empires
System
at some
surveyed.
point. And my construction ships are okay. You're done. Or actually, you made it over here. I'm gonna. Let's see. Yes, you're right here. So I'm just gonna build a wormhole station, and I'm just gonna expand my wormhole station. Sooner or later, I'll find a fallen empire, and they'll be like, "Why are you here?" Okay, so we researched the crystalline entities. Sweden in the pocket of Big Donald. Yep.
So are you a big fan of Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably my favorite holiday. But I'm also very much into like Christmas presents and stuff. I'm always like.
Me too. I love buying Christmas presents for people and planning like what I'm gonna get them, and yeah.
And sometimes, like every once in a while, you have someone. You have someone who's just like, you know what, this year maybe we shouldn't do Christmas. Maybe we should just buy one and then like randomly have some type of lottery. No. And I'm like, no. Oh, this is awkward. Hello.
Yeah. Oh.
We greet you as equals, Star Traveler.
I see.
Construction complete.
Oh, and you're up here. Ugh. Gross.
Construction
Gross. Damn it. Why is there nothing useful between us? This is very alarming to me.
Does this mean I can attack you soon?
Well, I mean, do you know where I am?
No, not yet, but I'm receiving a communication from you.
Yeah.
Special project complete.
How shall I respond? Nicely, I think.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
For now.
Well, I'm
Construction
gonna
complete.
research some red lasers.
Oh,
then.
you're our first alien encounter.
Yeah,
This changes everything.
it does. But more
Construction
importantly,
complete.
I now. Oh,
So where are you? Can I see you?
well, if you scroll, if you go, I'm to the south of you.
Oh.
There I am.
Oh. Hello.
I need more planets. I need more defense. Can I upgrade? Yes, I can. Duh. Well, I'm just going to celebrate this prosperity thing by... I don't need private colony ships, so I'm going to get the other one. Yeah, so Rebston is giving us Kalle Anka och hans vänner önskar god jul, or from all of us to all of you, the international or British English name for the show, giving us some information. So everyone knows what's up. Okay, so let's see. You're over here, which means I want a wormhole station over here, so I can run away from Susie. I should also.
Looks like I might be getting into another fight.
Oh, with pirates.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna kill them all. That's the plan anyway.
System survey complete.
it's time to.
We better hurry up about it.
Well, I finally got my
Yes.
I got my automatic research or survey. I wonder if I should just get should I just get a third serving ship? Is that insane?
You should do it.
It's pretty insane. I'm still gonna do it though.
We killed them all.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Or very fortunate.
I would. It's probably mostly unfortunate.
System
Science
survey
ship,
complete.
go! Auto Explorer.
Okay, I have to select 2 lots of research now. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause again because I want to hear what your thinking is.
I can't think right now. I'm still reveling in the kill.
Okay, well, it's good to know that you're not bloodthirsty or anything.
No, I told you I'm a very diplomatic person at heart. Okay. So this is just for the planet protection?
No, you can put it on. See, it has
Can you
the
put it on?
small, medium, and large.
Oh, so I can put this on my ships?
Yep.
Ah, so this actually might be handy.
Yep.
Cool.
And that just gives you a 4th option.
Yeah.
Which is really handy if you kind of know, what you want to do.
I think I'm going to go for these.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, oh, this is also an interesting choice. Because you might be I'm getting a +3 influence and I'm not using all my influence.
Yeah.
But if you want to expand and stuff, monthly influence and propaganda broadcast is probably
Yeah,
quite
that's
good.
That's actually what I'm thinking. Because
Yeah.
I want to keep them happy.
And also, you see the bottom right icon on that thing. It shows you that this leads to more things that can get you influence, and the sooner you get more influence, the more frontier outposts you can put down.
Yeah.
Which could be
gonna go for
useful
that.
to you.
Tina can get on with that. Unfortunately, Victor died recently. And he's been replaced with Anushka.
Oh, I'm gonna put the exiled scientists on a new science ship, and then have all of them auto-explore everything, while. Can I get around? Yes, I can. Okay, let's go over here. Let's get around Susie. Also. There we go. Build wormhole stations so I can get around. It's very important to me to be able to, reach things.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Is it?
Construction complete.
This person does not is working on a tile without anything. Yeah, you can research that. That's fine. Let's get a power plant going. And we're getting a lot of food, which is pretty good. Because our pop growth is now 64% monthly on 2 planets. It's solid. I'm pretty pleased with that.
Yep.
Engineering. And now I'm just looking at my planets, trying to find if I have any pops that are sitting on... Oh, damn it. There's a new faction.
Construction complete.
Resource storage full. Oh no. So I've... Well, so I managed... You can only hold 1,000 influence, and I'm producing more. So I need to spend some influence. I'm going to put down an active edict. And I think I am going to put down... Let's see, what are we producing here? We're producing minerals and energy. So... Holy shit, I can have a peace festival. I'm not going to do that, though.
Construction complete.
I am going to put down production targets.
Construction
And
complete.
I'm also going to put down...
Construction complete.
You know what? Let's put down the peace festival.
System surveyed.
Get even more food, so we grow even larger quicker. Engineering facility, thank you very much. SC2 wants to know if the new species pack has 1 or more new ship sets, and I'm not 100% sure because I haven't read the
dev diary.
The dev diary yet. But the dev diary is
it has
posted
more
in.
than 1 chipset, but I can't remember the exact amount.
Oh,
the best thing.
damn.
Oh, or it might just have 1 actually. I'm not sure.
Because Plantoids had 1.
Yeah, no, it's just 1. And I think
Because
it's like
the main issue I recall when talking to Martin about most of this stuff is that it takes so long to.
it does, yeah.
There are so many tiny models that are a part of. Oh, that's not where. That are a part of the ships because of course every single piece needs to look nice. Well, it needs to have a piece basically.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Anomaly discovered.
Sure, let's research more anomalies. Why is there no one in this? I'm at this point. I'm like, did we not put any other species in here other than a fallen empire and Susie? Am I alone? Is that what's happening? Is it just me and an enigmatic observer who doesn't want to do anything, which would essentially make it Nurgle, realistically.
System surveyed.
Indeed. The man in the booth.
The quiet man. The Watcher. It's and the nice thing for at this point, I'm sure most of you guys know that you're watching, is that of course here's our studio and we have a window on the wall here that looks into the booth, which means that whoever's in the booth can see what's going on in the studio and vice versa. And that's why people, when they're talking to the voice without a body, are usually looking this way. And I realize if you're sitting here, one of the fun things you can do is you can turn this way, and then you can just say Nurgle, then you can just mention Nurgle, and you can see him jump. It's great.
This angle's horrible, I just want to say
that. Yeah, so, see? Mune from the Stellaris team is in Twitch chat and setting us right. 1 ship set covering all ships and stations, or ship classes, rather.
Yep.
So, even though we don't have a Martin today, we have someone watching over us.
We do.
Judging our every move.
But yeah, the best thing to do though is read the dev diary.
Yeah.
It's linked, so. And that contains everything.
Oh, shit. What are... Prisms? For... I don't want to deal with these. Actually, I can deal with these. Oh, damn it! Oh, this is an ugly artisan troop. Where are you guys hanging out?
Construction complete.
Where are my science ships at?
This is a problem when you set them to automatic. They just go wherever they like.
All I want is a planet
Mm,
Do I want to set? Do I want to settle on a 60%?
maybe.
I mean, I not necessarily.
System
I don't think I
survey.
do because this Kofifi is next to it, which has a Gaia world on it.
Yeah.
Which I'd love to settle, but there are really. I'm pretty sure these are really strong. The Ancient Destroyer, yeah, they're 4K, and I'm almost at 1K, so that's not really gonna work for me. But the thing I wanted to check with Lapsang is habitability is 80%, which is nice. But I need some.
System surveyed.
I have a need, and that need is to. Damn it. Is to go places. There we go. Nope. Damn it. Stop it.
Oh. First contact with the
Oh,
001
we should-
continuance.
Oh, you probably want to read some of that now.
We have mastered the
Probably
new
should read
technology.
it. Okay. Biological civilization detected. Initiate custodial protocol 46 subroutine alpha 8. Message follows. Greetings, organic sapients. You're approaching 001 continuance territory. These systems serve as a refuge for sapient organics against the error data block corrupted. Well, that's unfortunate. Threat. For refugee status applications proceed to central processing. All sapient
Anomaly found.
organic species are welcomed on basis of availability and need.
System survey complete.
Hostile actions against refugees or custodian systems will be met with maximum available force deployment. Well,
Yeah, so those are. That's another Fallen Empire.
yep. These ones don't seem as friendly as your ones.
I don't know. I think they're fine. I think they're fine. I think they're fine.
Let's see what happens.
It's fine. You guys, it's fine. It's fine. Found science of battle. Not gonna care, because I'm building more wormhole stations. So, Knorr, what did you do this episode? Oh, I just spent most of it building wormhole stations, because I couldn't... we made a small galaxy, and we decided to not have too many species in it, so I couldn't find anyone. It would actually be kind of funny if it turns out it's just you and me and two Fallen Empires.
It would, yeah. I'm going to try and build up my fleet so I can destroy you.
What?
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 I mean, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Well, you know what? You know what?
Yes?
I
What?
happen to know that I have a higher fleet capacity compared to you.
Yeah? So?
I mean, I'm not... Basically, come at me, brah. Or
Oh.
don't, because...
Because you're a nice, sweet pacifist.
doesn't work to giggle when you say it.
Yeah, it does.
She said nice and sweet, but she really didn't say nice and sweet.
I'm slightly annoyed. Oh, but this is... oh, alien vessels. Yes, please. Let's research them as well. The thing I wanted to mention... Let's find all our friends. So I've actually managed to please one of my factions.
Nice.
So I'm getting plus 0.7 influence per turn from them, and that's because we now have a new contact, which made them really happy, which is you. So thank you for that influence.
You're welcome.
And we have all refugees are welcome, which I mean, thank you for that.
Yep.
You can come and hide out here whenever you want.
Thanks. Okay, I need to pick new research.
Oh, there's a savannah world over. Ooh, maybe I should. I am gonna go expand to that savannah world. I think. What was it called? Which one's this? This is Edash.
How much you need
An
this?
alien empire is reaching out to us.
The Shinora Stellar. I found the Shinora Stellar Union. Yes. Fuck. Except they're ruthless capitalists that are militaristic and fanatic materialists. So.
What can you do?
Great. Wait, where's this place? Oh, right, that's that place. And that place is that place. Yeah, let's go settle a thing. Right here.
Oh, I get to pick an
System
ascension pack.
surveyed.
Let's see.
Oh, what
Damn
you
it.
gonna name it?
Well, I was going to name it Darjeeling, but then I realized I don't know how to spell Darjeeling properly.
I think it's Darjeeling, isn't it? I think it's just one R. Yeah,
System surveyed.
with a G on the end.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
And more importantly, if that's not it, it's Susie's fault and not mine. Saved.
This is true, but I could just be trying to corrupt your.
That's also true, but in which case, it's still your fault and not mine.
Both things I'm fine with.
I need to get the better power plants. I can.
So once you've done that, I can actually pick an ascension pack.
Ooh, very exciting.
System
Yes.
survey complete.
This makes me happy.
So do you know I've paused? So I wanted you to. I want you to go through
read through them.
and see what you want. What are you after currently, you think?
I kind of am feeling this one,
Mm-hmm.
Interstellar Dominion.
Yeah. That one is if you have a lot of people in your, or different people in your empire, that's pretty good. Master of Nature just stops you from researching tile blockers, which is pretty good if you have a lot of tile blockers on
Yep.
your planet. But Interstellar Dominion might be good for you.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go for that.
Okay, I will unpause.
Nice.
And now you can zoom out and enjoy your much larger empire.
Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. And purple.
Yeah, it's sure, it's great. I love it.
I'm sure you do.
Ooh, look at me! I can, for reasons that I'm sure no one cares about, I can build more Corvettes and stuff,
Yay.
which I'm gonna do.
You should. I can't build any more just yet.
Well, it's very unfortunate for you. I'm so sad.
Yeah, you sound really sad.
I'm really sad about it, you guys. Super sad over here. Yep. Let's see. More wormholes. Build a wormhole station over there. You
Construction complete.
build a wormhole station over
Anomaly
here.
discovered.
Yeah, research that. Oh, look at me. More traditions. Ship
System
upkeep
survey.
reduced by 10%. Yes, why not? Because I'm running low on energy again. Which is partly because of things that are happening over here. Oh, snap!
System surveyed.
Do you know what time it is?
I have no idea what time it is.
We're done.
Oh,
It's 4.
really?
Yeah.
I feel like that went by really quickly.
Yes, I know. I got stuck into, and this is what happens when I play Stellaris multiplayer with someone, and you're just slowly expanding and just doing your thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, we've been playing for 4 hours. How did that happen?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna save this. I mean, luckily, or however you want to put it, unfortunately there's no one coming in to play after us.
No.
Because we're the only Stellaris stream today, which we mentioned earlier, but you might have missed it if you were late.
Yeah.
I think the important news for today is, one, I made contact with Susie, and now her people have somewhere to flee to, which gives my factions, which makes my factions happy and give me more influence. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Secondly,
Yeah. It's all coming together. My inevitable plan to destroy you.
And last but not least, we announced the
humanoid.
The humanoid, exactly, which you can read about in today's dev diary. There are links posted in Twitch chat, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sure there are links posted in the description as well.
Yeah.
And whoops, I leaned the wrong way. That's the way I want to lean.
Cool. We will see you next week.
Over there. Yes.
Yes.
See you next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.